Hello there, morons. It's Victor. Welcome to another JNEWS. This is another grisly story. And I'd just like to remind you before we get started that this channel survives only from your donations. So if you'd like to help out and if you get something out of these videos, please consider donating and becoming a Patreon on my Patreon page. It is linked in the description. There it is. Let's get to the video. Today's video is a video about a Japanese woman who was murdered by an American with, I believe, a Russian name. I read that somewhere. It may not be true. It's not really important. He's American. And something just interesting for you to know is that Japanese the mindset in Japan is that if someone of you, countrymen commits a crime, then they feel shame. And of course, many of you might feel the same. I know about, I don't know how long ago, about 6 years ago or so, a Peruvian person killed someone here in Japan. And although I'm American, but I was born in Peru and spent 1 year there. But one of my students actually said, "Oh, you must be really embarrassed or ashamed of that." I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, well, you know, he's from Peru. I thought, oh yeah, I'm ashamed. Oh yeah, I guess so. But you know, honestly, I felt no connection to that. And even if he were American, which he wasn't, or in this case where the guy is American, I don't feel like there's any connection because I'm not a killer. But this kind of incident is called a bara jiken, and this word doesn't really exist in English. You have to explain it. It's when you chop somebody up in little pieces. Actually, I haven't even looked it up. I just know what it means. But let's look it up on ALEC, which is a kind of it's okay, but you got to know what you're looking for. You have to be bilingual. You won't really understand this site. Oh, it doesn't even have a. So bara means, oh, it's written in hiragana. Blown to bits, yeah. So bara itself means bits, and they have it in hiragana there. And there's no actual translation for that. That's unsynchronized. So it means up in bits. Let's try another dictionary here. Let's see if we find something. Nope, there's nothing there for it. However, bara means disconnected, in pieces. Okay, in pieces. So the word in pieces, but bara jiken is when you take someone and chop them up in little pieces and serve them to Hannibal Lecter. You know, no, it's that kind of crime. And that it's funny that Japan, such a peaceful country, actually has a word for that. Anyway, let's get to the video. Now, here's the bad news. Because it's so grisly, the video that I chose to study 3 days ago, because it takes hours for me to prepare these, was actually erased just because of my time. And I went to the Haraka Matsuri, the naked festival, yesterday, which is what this thing is. But let's get to it. Anyway, that video has been erased, though I did find something on Twitter. Someone made a little clip. I don't know who. But it's got most of the video in there, so you'll get something out of it. And it's still pretty useful. And today, what I'm going to do is something a little bit different. Is in the black here is the actual dialogue from the video. And the red is a concentration of the words you should know, okay? So maybe we should go, let's try something different. We'll go through the words you should know first, okay? And they're up, the English is up there for pronunciation, so you can see, right? So the first word is shukuhaku shisetsu, shukuhaku shisetsu, and that's just accommodations. The killer was renting I'm thinking it's an Airbnb, but I'm not sure. He was renting a place in Ōsaka. Okay, and a new word for me is tōbu, which is head, the head part. Yuku fume is missing. Whereabouts unknown. Fume means unclear. So this is your whereabouts, literally unclear, missing. Kanose, possibility. Ni yorimasu to, we've seen many times, according to blah, blah, blah. So if you see, so for example, in this case, kaishain ni yorimasu, according to the police. Let me just shrink that down a little bit. And yeah, I could say kimi ni yorimasu to, according to you, or natte ni yorimasu to. You know, Mike ni yorimasu to, according to Mike. Whatever, anything goes there. Any person. Goro is around. So in this case, gojippun goro means around 3:50 p.m. Kino, this is a little. Let's try to spread this out here. Gogo 3時50分goro, right, is what we're talking about here. Okay, there we go. Anyway, the next word, the next word to concentrate on is the expression 何々に入った. So inside something, right? In this case, スーツケースに入った, inside the suitcase. Employee, kaishain, important word. Pretty basic. A lot of these are basic, but I'm trying to pick one word from every line just to make this a little bit faster. Here's a new word for me. Oh, actually, I learned it, but I forgot it. One of those words, you know, you got to review. Mime. And you know what? I wonder, there's a YouTuber named Mime. I wonder if that's what her name means. I never thought about that. Maybe that's her real name? I don't know. That's interesting. I should look into that. If anyone knows, you can ask her. Anyway, yuku fume ni mime, right? Early dawn, right? Another basic word is jiken. Jiko is accident, but jiken is incident. Must know word. Here's a word you see quite a bit, and something strange about Japanese police activity. When someone commits a murder, often the police will arrest them on a slightly lesser charge, and I think that's just to keep them, because they know it'll stick, and they can keep them in jail, I guess, or in detention or whatever. They can hold him until they can build up a better case. In this case, for some reason, they did not arrest him for murder. They arrested him for kankin shita, which means the word confining or confinement would be kankin, and past tense, so kankin shita, confined, right? Kokuseki, very important word, nationality. So American nationality would be America kokuseki. Canadian nationality would be Canada kokuseki, like that, and so on. A word you've seen many, many times on this channel is yogisha, or suspect. Another word you will see a lot, a basic one is keiyaku, which is contract. Keiyaku. There it is up there, right? And our next camera you often see in these types of news stories are bohan camera. Bohan means against crime, and camera, of course, is camera, so bohan camera would be security camera or surveillance camera. Another word here is sugata. Sugata is the form or figure. So when they saw someone's figure or form, sugata. Tachimawari saki, whereabouts. Tachimawari saki, literally this means stand up, around, and in the future. But whereabouts. Okay. Hakken sareta, found. Hakken is finding or discovery. Hakken sareta, found. Here's a new word for me. And here we go. Yes. Shitai iki. Yes. Shitai iki. Shitai is corpse, and iki is abandon or throwing away. So shitai iki is abandoning a corpse. And if you look at the expression up here, shitai iki jiken, so the incident of abandoning a corpse. And this was researched by the Sosa Honbu, or the Criminal Investigation Headquarters. It's part of the police department. Okay, let's go back and read it slowly. Ōsaka shi nishinari-ku no shukuhaku shisetsu de. So, at the accommodations in Nishinari-ku, which is the neighborhood. Remember, ku is how we signify. There are kus inside of a city. So in a city, you'll have, I don't know, 30, depending on the size of the city, you have neighborhoods that are designated kus or area. So ku, Nishinari-ku. So in Nishinari-ku neighborhood, ward, technically ward, W-A-R-D, Ōsaka-shi, in Osaka. So in Nishinari ward in Osaka, at an accommodation there, right? Josei no tōbu ga mitsukari, found the head of a woman. Josei, the head of a woman, no. Josei no, head of a woman, ga mitsukari, was found. Keisatsu wa, the police, keisatsu wa, yuku fume ni natte iru hyōgo ken sanda shi no josei no kanosei ga aru to mite. So they're looking at, the police up here are looking at this, at the possibility that this woman is a missing woman from Hyōgo Prefecture, Hyōgo ken, Sanda City. They're looking at the possibility that that is her. Shirabetemasu. So they are actually, shirabetemasu means to, researching or shiraberu, research, literally, but shirabete, looking into, they're looking into this to see if this is the woman that's missing from Hyōgo Prefecture. According to the police, keisatsu ni yorimasu to, yesterday, gogo 3時50分頃, at around 3:50 a.m. No, p.m. Gogo, that's p.m. 昨日午後3時50分頃、大阪市 again, 西成区 again, right? The prefecture, the ken, the city and the 区の宿泊施設で, that's the same sentence repeated, right? Yesterday at around 3:50 p.m. at an accommodation in Nishinari Ward in Osaka City, in a suitcase, sūtsukēsu に入った inside of a suitcase, 女性の頭部が見つかりました. A woman's head was found. この宿泊施設は this accommodation, 兵庫県三田市に住む会社員の女性が16日 and she's 27, she's 27 years old. 未明から行方不明になっている事件で、大阪市東成区のマンションにこの女性を監禁した疑いで逮捕されたアメリカ国籍の that's a long one バイラクタルwhat is how do we do this? Sorry. エフゲニバシリエビチ容疑者が契約しています。So, this American, the man of American nationality named Bayraktar Evgeny Bashirievich, I guess it's a Russian name, I don't know, was renting. So the contract is under his name. Okay? And they're looking at the man, he was arrested, 逮捕された, arrested on suspicion, 疑いで, of confining this woman in the mansion. Let me see. 大阪市東成区の, that's another prefecture, is it? I mean, another ward, isn't it? Let me see. Oh, maybe that's where he was arrested. Let me see. I'm not sure where that comes from. Maybe that's where she's from. So anyway, the woman, let's go back a little bit and see if we can figure this out. Okay, in this accommodation, the woman from Hyōgo Prefecture, who is an employee, kaishain, who has been missing since early dawn, mime, early dawn. The internet, maybe she was missing from higashinari-ku. No. 大阪市東のマンションにこの女性を監禁した疑いで逮捕された。And he was arrested for confining her. So I'm a little bit sketchy on this information. Let me see. Let's try it again. この宿泊施設は兵庫県三田市に住む会社員の女性27歳が16日未明から行方不明になっている事件で、So this is a woman who's been missing since the 16th in the early dawn. 大阪市東区のマンションにこの女性. Oh, it seems like this is where she was suspected of being confined at the mansion, which is in Higashiku, which is Higashinari Ward. That's a different ward, isn't it, from the beginning? Yeah, the first one is Nishinari Ward. And this is Higashinari Ward. Oh. I don't know. Anyway. So he was arrested. He was arrested on suspicion of confining her at a different location. It looks like. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. So a lot of the vocabulary repeated here. Okay. 逮捕されたアメリカ国籍の. Okay, so he's an American national. And let's go over here. 契約してます. And the contract was made out to him. His name's on the contract. josei. So josei, the woman, josei が the woman 監禁されていたとされるマンションの the mansion in which she was confined has a 防犯カメラにはバシリエビチオ what a weird name. I can't even imagine what that word name is. バシリエビチオ容疑者バシリエビチ容疑者 So the suspect known as バシリイチエ大きなカバンを持ち出す姿が映っていて he was seen on the surveillance camera, they filmed him. Utsuteru means filmed. It's on the camera. Sugata, the image, his form, taking out mochidasu, or taking out a okina big kaban bag. 大きなカバンを持ち出す。So, 持ち出す to take out something. So they caught him on camera taking out a big bag. And 姿を映っていて was captured on camera, right there, as you can see. And then 警察は the police 容疑者の立ち回り先を調べていました。They're trying to figure out what the suspect's whereabouts were, I guess, at the time. Okay. 発見された頭部が the found head 行方不明になっている女性の可能性があると見て So they're looking at the possibility that the woman is missing, was found. The head was the missing woman. The head of. They're looking at the possibility that the found head was that of the missing woman. Okay. 警察は死体遺棄事件として捜査本部を立ち上げました。So, they are mounting an investigation. The criminal investigation headquarters is mounting an investigation and looking at this as an abandoned corpse incident. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, wow, that's a long one. Now, I've added it with the description, the actual Japanese with no nothing added to it, nothing, make it easier to read, which will be on my Patreon page if you want to see the whole thing there. Because you know why? Because it just doesn't fit in the description below. So you can see it on the Patreon page. Anyway, let's look. I was able to find a partial video. So let's look at this, and it's mostly listening, right? So let's put that up here. This, I think it might be from Twitter. I don't know where it came from. Yeah, it looks like it's on Twitter somewhere. So maybe it won't be erased, which is good. We need someone to do that every time. I'll tell you what, if anyone wants me to do one, I'll do one a week. And if you can capture the video on Twitter and put it on Twitter where it can't be erased, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's do it. We'll try to go through this. Ready? This particular video, for some reason, starts at the suitcase section. The original video had all this other stuff preceding it. But this particular video starts at this point. So you'll have to study from here. But it's still a video worthy of listening to, and it's pretty useful.
宿泊施設は兵庫県三田市に住む会社員の女性がスーツケースに入った女性の頭部が見つかりました。この宿泊施設は兵庫県三田市に住む会社員の女性が16日未明から行方不明になっている事件で、大阪市東成区のマンションにこの女性を監禁した疑いで逮捕されたアメリカ国籍のバイラクタル・エフゲニー・バシリエビチ容疑者が契約していました。女性が監禁されていたとされるマンションの防犯カメラには、バシリエビチ容疑者が大きなカバンを持ち出す姿が映っていて、警察は容疑者の立ち回り先を調べていました。発見された頭部が行方不明になっている女性の可能性があるとみて、警察は死体遺棄事件として捜査本部を立ち上げました。
That's your lesson for today. Thank you very much for watching and studying with me as always. I'll be back soon with another video. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to increase the videos in March. And again, if you do feel so inclined, please support me on Patreon. And link is in the description. Until next time, guys, study hard. Ganbatte ne. Bye-bye.